general.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now back to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On 2nd down, it's Parker. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
also one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Ali. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
7 yards the pickup there.
On 2nd down now. It's Parker. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Again, he'll drop to throw. Then Woods has it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. Wants to go to the bench and say...
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament, and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. Play action. It's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ali. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And able to get this out to the 25. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And we see his collection of highlights. He's always so tough to cover.
He really is, and there are plenty of reasons why. Runs great routes, has an understanding of what defenses want to do against him, and really has a great determination to go up and get the football. He decides it's his and no one else's.
And he's decided that a lot so far in this game. On first down, Parker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Back to throw here. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now a play fake here on first. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Yeah, you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
They'll run on 1st down. Haskins, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ali. Touchdown! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts set to take over here offensively.
They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And throw right side complete to Parker. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Colts on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taking it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And it'll be Titan football. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Another catch there for Waddle.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jalen Waddle
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 14. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Ali. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ali. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. He finds his man, complete. It's Ali. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, and it's the Patriots out in front at halftime. The Pats looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head up to Kansas City. Check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead, and they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets at halftime. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Jackson now. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, That kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league. This puts you up there in the elites, and that's where everyone wants to be.
And a big reason why they're winning, obviously, too. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. On first down, it's Parker, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. Parker. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run the counter. It's Parker. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this returnable for Hill. Unable to corral him. He fights through. The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Colts getting ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it 2nd down. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kylan Granson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Rohrwasser now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. "39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ali. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Now defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker, they'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw, and that is incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Jackson on 1st down. Now he'll he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. From the gun, Jackson.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And Jackson throwing once more. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Second down and goal. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the tight